Hey guys, I'm Grandster. And I guess this is just something that I do now. I love Souls games, okay? I love the Souls community and I have for a very, very long time. But I'm gonna be completely honest. The line between Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan and Souls fan blurs more every day because you motherfuckers cannot read. I think this is the fourth time in the last couple of months that I find myself here making a video because some sort of like dumb misinformation is being pushed through the Souls community about Souls stuff. First, I think that happened just a couple months ago. Nightreign got announced, and a whole bunch of these idiots on Twitter and on YouTube Shorts trying to get their clicks, desperately trying to get a little bit of clout over the new information, are running around saying, hey, it's just like Fortnite. You saw the storm. It's live service. This game's gonna be live service. Fromsoft is officially fallen. Fromsoft is officially dead. They died. Today is the day they died because they're now a live service company. Everything's over. No, it's not. Nobody said it is. You just saw a storm and immediately assumed it. It is just like every other game Fromsoft has made. It will be launched as a complete project that will most likely get 1 or 2 DLC in the future. Just like every single game From Software has put out there. Then a while after that, a leaker came out and said, hey, they're looking at remastering Dark Souls 3. Which would make perfect sense, but the internet started freaking out again. Oh my god, they remade Demon Souls, they remastered Dark Souls 1, and now they're skipping Peak Souls 2. They're skipping my favorite, the best Souls game. No, they aren't. Dark Souls 2 already got remastered. Skull of the First Sin was the first remaster out of all of the Souls games. Your favorite game was the first one to get this treatment. What the fuck? Like, did you just forget that? How do you forget that your, quote, favorite game got a complete relaunch with new bosses, everything changed, lighting updated, everything updated? How do you forget that? It's so, you said it yourself, it's your favorite game. Just like 2 days ago, 1 or 2 days ago, State of the Play came out. And everyone on the internet is going, oh, now it's gonna happen. This time for sure. This is the 847th time we've said this. This time for sure, Bloodborne is getting remastered. Or Bloodborne 2. It's not happening. You have said this about every single thing ever. Every single State of the Play, every single award show. Hell, half the time I see people saying, it's gonna happen during the Microsoft one. No, it's fucking not. It's a Sony title. It's not happening. They're not going to remaster the game. They're not going to launch it on PC. And they are most likely not going to make a sequel because they liquidated the Japanese branch. Sony did. The entire company that was responsible for working with FromSoft to make Bloodborne, it is gone. They put it in a wood chipper. They blended it up and they dumped it in a landfill. The source code for Bloodborne is probably lost media now. But that's not new information. We've been saying that for years. And surprise, surprise, Bloodborne 2 and Bloodborne Remastered and Bloodborne PC are not announced. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Plus, it's already on PC. Fans have already ported Bloodborne to PC, and it's great. And it runs great. And it's awesome. The only thing you can't do is just, like, there's literally nothing you can't do. The game is on PC already. Begging and whining and crying on the internet about not having Bloodborne on PC is so deeply ingrained in these people's DNAs, it has replaced what possibly might have at one point been a personality. You're like Taylor Swift fans. Shut up. But this is all build up for the newest bit of misinformation that's come out, and the reason I'm making this video. You see, all those other things I just mentioned, I've made videos on or posted, like, or talked about a bunch in streams and on Twitter, because I'm sick and tired of these fucking YouTube short using fucking clickbait garbage that does not belong in the Souls community. The whole reason it's in the Souls community is because Elden Ring was such a massive success that it drew in a bunch of non-Souls people who've only played like one Souls game before and are now just spamming shorts with AI. Here, I'll just put the post up. Bam. There it is. According to like over a dozen fairly large Souls content creators, if you want everything Nightreign has to offer, you have to buy the Deluxe Edition. Okay, let's look at this. What does it say? The Deluxe Edition includes Elden Ring Nightreign. Additional DLC. Among that DLC, look at that, look at that. See that little dash? That's not a dot. That means it is a follow-up of the last thing there. You guys can read, right? You know how this works. This is not new. They've been doing announcements like this for over 12 years. All right, what does it say? Additional playable characters and bosses, and then digital art book and mini soundtrack. There's also a standard edition product available. Please be careful not to purchase the same content twice. And additional DLC will be available by Q4 2025. What is everyone freaking out about here? I'll tell you what everyone's freaking out about here. Unlike fucking me, apparently, nobody can read this right. They're looking at this and going, oh, there's playable characters and bosses you can only play if you buy the deluxe edition. No! There's additional playable characters and bosses that will be available in DLC Q4 of 2025. Just like every single other From Software game since Dark Souls 1. If you only owned normal Elden Ring and you went into the game and I said, okay, go fight Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame, using promised consort Radahn's dual swords. You fucking can't, because you have to get the DLC. This is not a new concept. This content is not locked behind the Deluxe Edition. It's locked behind the DLC that the Deluxe Edition will give you when it comes out. It's a fucking season pass. This has existed for, like, this has existed as a concept for so long that if it was a human being, it would be taking driving tests. This is not new. Every single game has done this. This is how Deluxe Editions, Collector's Editions, and Season Passes have worked for so ridiculously fucking long. Why are people unable to read now? What is wrong with you people? This is obviously not what it says, but everybody on the internet is running around right now. Oh, you gotta buy the Deluxe Edition. FromSoft has fallen. Oh my god, how stupid can you be? It's so obvious rage bait, but people fucking fall for it and believe it because they just don't read. Talk about all the other stuff that got shown off. Like this super hot elf lady. Oh mama. FromSoft, I'm gonna need that game. I'm gonna need that game now. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'm telling you, I know what this is too. All these new fucking Souls guys who got in with Elden Ring, they're not used to just having it good like Souls fans have for the last over a decade, where every game that comes out is just peak and is amazing, and then the DLC for those games hit and it absolutely blows your mind and it's perfect. Like, they're just not used to games actually being good. Elden Ring's their first time they finally got to play an actually, like, completely released game since, like, 2012. And they're fucking, like, oh man, new stuff is coming out? Obviously it's gonna suck, right? Every other company, when they release new stuff, it fucking goes to shit. Halo went to shit when Halo 4 came out. Fucking Mass Effect fell apart, especially in Andromeda. Nightreign's gonna be amazing. It is not live service. It is gonna launch complete and will have a DLC by Q4 2025 that will be just like every single other FromSoft DLC ever, where it will have weapons, armor, NPCs, story, and bosses that are only available in the DLC. This is not a new concept. That's how fucking DLC works. And considering the price of the Deluxe Edition, most likely the DLC is going to be like $20 to $30. Which means the Deluxe Edition is literally just buying the game with the DLC early. Might even end up being cheaper than if you were to buy it without the DLC. It is not locked behind the Deluxe Edition. It's locked behind the DLC. The Deluxe Edition gives you the DLC. It gives you access to it when it comes out. You don't get access early. When the game comes out, there will not be a single character, a single weapon, or a single piece of armor, or a single boss, or a single area that you are barred from for not owning the Deluxe Edition. You will be barred from it when it comes out with the DLC, unless you buy the DLC, just like every other DLC ever has always worked for the history of fucking video games. Also, I'm most likely going to be able to play. FromSoft didn't let me in, but one of my mods got my back. Shout out Zekin. You fucking got this shit, dude. He most likely got me into the network test. The first network test is tonight at 3 in the morning. I might stream it. I'm probably just going to record it and upload it as a video tomorrow and then stream the next chunk of it because it will be released in like chunks. The game will be available for a few hours at a time, like every 12 or so hours. So we'll see. See you then. Peace.